Zap would have been better in hindsight, but we're still going to get a double wall breaker connection, so it doesn't matter. Let's do this. And like I said, man, dude, what was that princess going to do, dude? Just let me take your tower. Ooh, what is up, gamers? Today's video goes out to all of my mid-ladder menaces, because today we're going to be obliterating people with Mega Knight, with Prince, with Wall Breakers, with Archer Queen, aka a mid-ladder player's dream. But believe it or not, there's also someone inside the top 5 in the entire world that is also using this deck. So while this deck is kind of broken and easy to use, the skill ceiling is also pretty darn high. So if you have no self-respect, be sure to give this deck a try after the video. But you know who has self-respect? All of my channel members. Thank you so much for your constant support. I couldn't do it without you. And for anyone else watching for the first time, or maybe you're here frequently or infrequently, please consider subscribing because it helps me so much more than you would think. And according to my watch, the Yap session is over, so let's get into the gameplay. Alright, first match of the video, let's get it done. Mega Knight, Dagger Duchess, and before you say anything about my setup, yes, it is scuffed, but I'm on the road. I'm actually visiting my parents, and I still wanted to be able to produce content. So if the camera quality looks a little off, if I look a little scuffed, I can see in the camera right now I'm a little blurrier than I would like. Just give me some grace, all right? Plus, I'm running Mega Knight Prince, so it's all gonna be okay. All right, let's get the Prince down here. I'm actually just gonna ignore that Ice Wizard. Kind of one of the benefits of running Dagger Duchess, pros and cons, right? And I feel like this deck really heavily relies on the Dagger Duchess to be able to cheap out on defense so you can support your offense, the Mega Knight, the Prince, all of the spam. So not quite sure what my opponent's running. It kind of looks like Graveyard. Yeah, Ice Wizard, Cage, probably a Graveyard deck. That'll be okay, except in triple Elixir, we're gonna run into problems. All right, he goes for the Lightning. Now I'm not so sure that it's Graveyard, to be honest. So I'm going to apply dual lane pressure here and have my Zap ready. And I think he's just going to end up eating those Wall Breakers. Nice. He hella messed up that Tornado. Let's go in at the bridge with the Prince. We can get the Evo Goblin Cage out of hand, which is nice because he won't have it for the Mega Knight. So that's fine with me. Yeah, I'd rather not waste 7 Elixir on the Evo Goblin Cage and instead get the Prince down. So my man said, oops. It's funny though, because I kind of predicted that that was going to happen, and it's not a problem. It's also good to know that he has Lightning, so I need to be careful with when I choose to play my Queens and, you know, playing them high or not playing them at all, unless I'm mentally prepared for him to Lightning. And I'm still trying to figure out what his win condition is. I don't like Super, no. I'm going to go Gang here, because as of right now, his spells are Lightning, Bar Barrel, and he doesn't have Bar Barrel on cycle. Yeah, that's fine. Like, that's not a good Lightning. I don't know who's going to tell bro that that's not that good of a play, I don't think. Alright, so I'm going to cycle Bandit here, still trying to get information. Could be like a weird Golem deck or something, but we'll see. Alright, I'm going to go like this here, and I'll probably just reset with a Mega Knight. Nice. These Wall Breakers are going to force out a crap ton of Elixir from him, which is great. Mega Knight here on defense. Going to be so clutch. Look at this. Bang. Look at this Mega Knight. Bang, bang, bang. Alright, let's get this Archer Queen up top. He shouldn't be able to afford a Lightning right away. Let's go like this. Nice. And I think I'm just going to kind of let this cook a little bit. And then he used his Bar Barrel, so let's go like this to pressure opposite lane. And I don't know if he's going to be able to defend everything. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oh, I want to get back to another ability, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Nonetheless, I'm really satisfied with that push. That was good pressure. But like I said, as the match goes on, this deck isn't as great, just because Dagger Duchess gets weaker over time. Alright, he doesn't have his Evo Cage in cycle. Oh, actually, I think he cycled back. Dude, I know Mega Knight players love that push. I hate it, dude. The Prince behind the Mega Knight. Alright, let's get the Wall Breakers down here. We're going to pop this ability just to DPS down the Baby Dragon, so maybe our Wall Breakers can connect. And his Ice Wizard just got eviscerated. So GG's, dude. It's so easy to overwhelm your opponents. You just got to play patient and make sure you BM when you get the win. So we'll see you in the next one. Alright, up here against this player, DDGHT. That was a pretty satisfying last match. I mean, there's someone that's in the top 5 using this deck, so it's pretty good. There's always lots of outplay potential with any of these spammy decks. Alright, he goes for Logs. He's going to be rocking Log Bait. I'm going to do this because hopefully we can get out the Valkyrie or their Knight. He doesn't have his Swarm cards in hand. Okay, I'm going to Zap here because I'm worried he's going to activate. Nah, that's okay. It was worth going for it, just in case he went for like a King Tower activation. So he's running some sort of Golden Knight bait. We actually should have a pretty good matchup because of the Dagger Duchess. So if you're someone who doesn't like bait or you struggle with bait, this is kind of a cool deck for you, I would say. Alright, I'm going to go wall breakers just to make sure he doesn't princess. Yeah, exactly. That is the normal timing of the princess. I like to save my arrows for offense, like when I have a big push. So when I'm like defending barrel, I'd rather use troops and yeah, use gang to defend a barrel, because that way you get a counter push. I see too many people when they use this deck like defending with arrows. See, because now in this situation, look how much more values my arrows get on offense than if I would have used them defensively. I got a 3 for 6 trade, which is really nice. Yeah, I feel like he's going to defend this. I only say that because he's been playing like kind of aggressive. So I'm going to go for the prince here. And he probably... Okay, well, he doesn't protect it, but that's fine. Let's go like this. I should have known he was going to play the Golden Knight, actually. That was my fault. I was thinking he was going to cannon, and it's all right. It's all right, though. It's not the end of the world. Okay, let's go ahead and bandit and zap here. No. Darn. That was not the play. I'm not even going to cap. I didn't think he'd get back to another ability. I forgot how fast the Golden Knight ability recharges. So, not the best single elixir. If I actually start playing well, though, and defending... Okay, my guy's a bot. If I start playing well and defending, though, we can very much win this game. Let's get our gang ready for a princess. You can actually react to a princess pretty reasonably now.
Let's go.
I'm going to have my arrows. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to mess up and give us some arrows value. So, not a good look from him. A lot of people just genuinely can't defend this push. I can't explain why. It's difficult, and people are just bad at the game, myself included sometimes. Evo Cannon kind of bails him out of jail there because he hit our Goblin Gang. Really nice King Tower activation, never mind. My opponent kind of flubbed it. Alright, let's get this Prince down in the middle. I don't want him to Princess. And you can see we're already bringing this game back. That's what I'm really excited about. Alright, and again, we might get some good arrows value in the middle here if he goes for like a cannon. I'm just going to arrows in the middle anyway. It also helps me cycle. And now that the Mega Knight... Or sorry, the Golden Knight ability is out. I'll pressure with wall breakers. You can see why this pressure is like so tough. I'm going to zap. I was trying to predict the gang. I should have just played it reactively. I could have very well have reacted, but it doesn't matter. We're still almost got a Prince charge. All right, let's have the Bandit ready. He hasn't even had time to go in for a barrel. If you notice, he's just been defending the entire time, and that's why this deck is so, like, frankly annoying to play against. If you play it well, your opponent's always defending. Okay, let's go ahead and do this here. Once the princess locks onto the Mega Knight, then we can get the gang down. And now that this is all done, we're just going to save our arrows here. I meant to hit the princess, my fault. We're going to zap, maybe on a gang. It doesn't matter, dude. He can't defend. This deck is so free, unless you're playing someone who's really good at the game. So, satisfying win. We'll see you in the next one. All right, up here against Greek Legion. Looks like there's a little bit of, like, oh my god, nice. A little bit of delay on my screen mirror, so I apologize for that. Like I said, this isn't my normal setup, but, you know, I appreciate y'all still being here with me, if that hasn't completely annoyed you. I feel like he's going to go for, like, skeletons or something, so I'm going to zap. Okay, nope, I was wrong. But that's okay. Still got a lot of damage. I feel like it's always worth it to pop the queen ability. All right, let's go gang in the back here. I think it only gets 1 goblin shot. If I was quicker, it actually gets 0. So we're going to be up here against another log bait player. Feels like log bait's just everywhere in the meta nowadays. Alright, I'm actually going to go for a bandit here. I think he's 1 card off of princess, but it's also just a cycle, so we'll see. Like I said, playing against log bait, it's very, very winnable. Okay, no gang in hand, so I'm fine to go for the prince. With his current cycle, he might have to go for like a cannon or something weird. Oh, he goes for the knight. Interesting. Okay. That's fine with me. Good ice spirit by him. Nice, we get the Inferno tower out as well. If he goes princess, I'm just going to arrows. Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't really need the arrows for defense, right? I want them for offense. I can just defend with the gang. I can defend with the zap. All of the things that I've kind of preached. He said well played. Whatever. All right, I'm just going to cycle my Mega Knight. He doesn't have a princess in hand, so I can defend whatever pressure he puts on. I think it's a good time to try and cycle to the Evo Mega Knight. So far so good. I feel like a lot of log bait players are low-key just like bad at this matchup. I've struggled with this matchup when I first started playing the game as well, so I'm not too surprised. It's also nice because he doesn't have his Inferno tower in hand, so we're going to apply a lot of pressure because there's no Inferno. Zap would have been better in hindsight, but we're still going to get a double wall breaker connection, so it doesn't matter. Let's do this. And like I said, man, dude, what was that princess going to do, dude? Just let me take your tower. Alright, well, another day, bro. Another log bait player destroyed. I probably have a, like, little advantage because I main log bait, so this man is absolutely cooked. So we're just going to go in for the 3 crown, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Our next match here. That last game was kind of satisfying. I feel like you can do the same if you're going against log bait. So let's see. Interested in what my opponent's running. Oh, I should just... I should just change the name of this video to beating Logbait with Mega Knight. We'll see though. Dude, what is my luck? Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna go Queen instead of Prince here. Because he could go for a Knight. I feel like he'll just let it go now. Oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it? I think if I go like this, my Queen might still live. Nah, she's cooked. Alright, fair enough. Not a big deal. Good to know that he has Monk though. I feel like if I was him, I would have saved that for later, low-key. Are you serious, bro? I don't even think this saves his Prince. Is that worth it? Someone tell me if that interaction was worth it for him. I don't think so. Holy... Dude, relax. Relax. Alright, let's go like this here. I want to get these onto the tower because he overspent there. Nice. Okay, Monk comes down. Holy moly. Okay. Oh. Oh. Perhaps it was I who overspent. Okay. Interesting start. I guess I totally thought he overspent on that. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I really don't know what I did wrong there. So, good on him. I have a feeling we're going to be able to bring it back, though. Just from, like, the play style alone, I'm like, I kind of like our chances of bringing this back. Plus, we have a super boosted deck. Let's go like this, and instead of going wall breakers, I'll save up for the Zap here. Although with Goblins, it's like Zap doesn't even really get that much value, TBH. Although he butchered that defense, not surprised, so huge. Yeah, horrible defense. Okay, so we're chilling now. Mega Knight's so free sometimes. I get why mid-ladder players like cannot stand Mega Knight. Oh my gosh, that was dope. Okay, so he's running Logbait, but like with Monk as his tank, which is interesting. I've seen Golden Knight and like Little Prince, but Monk is kind of new-ish to me. All right, let's get this Queen down. I want to have a 3-card cycle while Bandit up top if he goes in for a Princess at the bridge. No, he does not, actually. I'm going to go Bandit in the pocket. I don't think he'll be ready for it. He was, though, relatively. All right, let's get this Prince down. Monk is, like, obviously a direct counter to the... What's it called? To the Prince. So, to the Archer Queen is what I was trying to... This is great arrows value. All right, we're going to once again go Bandit in the pocket. We get a Prince charge onto the tower. Let's see. Let's get this gang in the pocket as well. Nice. Bandit dashes onto the tower. I'm going to zap just to make sure it gets another hit. Damn near, but not quite. And from this point of the game, I think it would be difficult for us to lose. Wow, that Monk shot that Mega Knight out of the air. That was interesting. All right, we're going to wait a second. Go for the Mega Knight here. That Monk is on like a sliver of HP, so I'm going to try and snipe it with the Bandit. It's actually better for me when the Monk isn't in rotation. I'm going to take these arrows all day, absolutely. Missed the Princess, though. That was my fault. Okay, I do need to be careful a little bit with like a cheeky Monk ability, but I think I can just go... I played that in the wrong lane. I need to block bridge here because he's going to go in for the barrel. Yeah, exactly. Good call by me. We had a really good start to this situation, but missing those arrows proved to be a little costly. Not the end of the world, though. Good princess protection by him. Yeah. Alright, let's relax here. I need to watch out for like a Monk in the pocket or something. We're just going to zap here. And try and predict like a cannon or something with the wall breakers. Not quite, but that's okay. He basically wasted his Monk, so that's nice. I just need to watch out for princesses and cheeky things like that, but it is really difficult for him to get damage. Let's go like this. And arrows. That's the thing, is like I honestly don't even really need to defend the Goblin barrels. That's how crazy this is. Let's go ahead and zap. I don't want him to get the Monk ability off. Yeah, Wallbreaker should end this game, so GG's to that guy. Kind of a sloppy match, but sometimes it's nice to see both ends, right? When I get an easy win or when I kind of have to grind for it. So another win there. I'll see you in the next match. Next game here. I'm having fun with this deck. I mean, it's definitely lower skill. I mean, it actually has a pretty high skill ceiling, but if you're using it and you're using it at mid-ladder, like lots of people won't know how to defend. I'm just going to cycle my zap here. Might be a mirror matchup, low-key. There's only like 2 decks that run Dagger Duchess. Like, I swear no one runs Dagger Duchess. I'm going to cycle a Mega Knight. I don't know if it's the best play. It's probably not. But you'd be surprised what you can get away with if you're not playing in like a top 1,000 player. All right, once that locks on, we're going to immediately go for a Queen and hope he doesn't have like a Lightning or anything. But even then, it's not the end of the world. I'm actually going to continue to pressure just because the Dagger Duchess is really, really bad in these types of situations. So I'm curious to see what he does. Let's see, yeah, pop this ability just to DPS this down as much as we can. And Recruits is definitely not a card you want to see when you're running Dagger Duchess. They just eat up the daggers very, very much so. Interesting piggies, though. I guess it's because I'm low on daggers, so not the worst play, but we'll see. So since he doesn't have Recruits in hand, I think I might like continue to spam in this situation. Only because, like I said, he doesn't have those Recruits, which is probably his best defensive option in these kinds of situations. So we do get some good shit. Probably not as good as I would have wanted. So I think in this situation, I need to play a little more defensive, right? He has Recruits, he has Zappies, he has a lot of spam, and it'll be easy for him to overwhelm me. My guess is he doesn't have a good answer for the Archer Queen, though. They usually run like Fireballs, Arrows, Bar Barrel, or something like that. So I should be okay there. Let's try and bait out the cage. I would like to see a cage come down here. No, it goes for arrows. That's okay. Let's get the gang down. I think Mega Knight is really important for defense, so that's probably the one card you definitely will not be seeing me play. I'm going to pre-cycle Archer Queen. I feel like he's going to go for Recruits in front. That would be my thought, but maybe not. Okay, no. I'm just going to continue to play cheap-ish cards. Because I know he's just waiting to drop Recruits. So I'm sure they're coming here. Yeah, there they are. Exactly. I was hoping Queen could take a good chunk of that out. Perfect. And then this lane's closed for business. Thank you, Mega Knight. Alright, let's go like this here. And we're going to have to get Bandit down as well. And honestly, probably arrows. He still has to respond to that Mega Knight, though, which is nice. So I'm going to continue to support it. He barely gets the cage down in time. So we're going to get a wall breaker connection, most likely. Nice. Alright, not bad. Not amazing, to be honest. I'm debating what to play. I guess I'm going to go with the Prince, but it just feeds the Recruits. So we'll see. Yeah. Not ideal. I just get the Archer Queen down, have a fast cycle here. Yeah, Prince, underwhelming performance by the Prince, no doubt about that. Nice. Happy that we saved our Mega Knight for this, though. Just going to eat up these piggies since he didn't split them. He should have an easy defense, though, because of the Recruits. So let's do this and pop the ability. Not a bad ability. I'm going to continue to pressure him. I don't want him to be able to go in for piggies. Let's get this gang up. Kind of nice he was not able to go in for those pigs. This matchup's like harder than it looks. Well, I guess it probably doesn't look super easy, but yeah, it's not a super easy matchup. Let's go get low Bandit here. You would think that because he has pigs, it's like, oh, you have good matchup, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's get wall breakers here to tank, and I need to, like I said, I want to save my Mega Knight. All right, never mind, I lied. We're doing this. We're doing this. Let's get the gang down here. Is that a good play? Probably not, honestly. We'll go arrows as well, just because he's super low on daggers. That's good. We clip the Zappies here. Nice. Let's go, dude. A little bit of his own medicine, struggling with the Dagger Duchess. Mega Knight Prince, you can probably beat anything. So well played to us. We'll see you in the next one. All right, enter our next match here against Sable. I got the wall breakers. I think in terms of starting plays, absolutely wall breakers. And then second to that would probably be your Goblin Gang. So we'll see. We're about halfway through the season now, so I feel like this is the time where a lot of people, they know what deck they're using. They're kind of in a rhythm, so maybe you can try this deck out, or maybe you already have a deck that you're cooking with. Honestly, that was pretty good, pretty good on my opponent to eat those wall breakers, like to have the patience. I might zap here to like make sure the Doctor doesn't like shoot onto the Prince. Yeah, and kind of to cycle, but the Prince charge does so much DPS. It kind of looks like Graveyard. So we're going to go with the High Queen. If he goes in for a Graveyard, I can pop the ability. If not, I should be okay. Kind of feels like a Graveyard deck, just with the cards that I've seen. Let's go like this. I want it to be hard to go for the Tornado. Sometimes when you play the wall breakers on the outside, it's more difficult to get the Nado off. Nice. I'm fine with this. It is, oh, dude, it's always so worth it to like activate the Archer Queen ability. I think she has one of the best abilities in the game. I don't think she's necessarily the best champion, but her ability specifically, I think, is really good. Let's go like this, so we can't bar barrel on both sides. Okay, good defense. All right, interesting. I think I'm gonna go. Which lane are you going? Okay, let's go for the Prince here. I know he has cannon. I would love to see the cannon come down here. You know what? Let's go crazy, man. We are running Mega Knight, right? Which is minimal skill. Let's see what he does here. Oh, it's not Graveyard. He actually has to sack an Electro Giant, which I don't know if that's the wave. He had to eat an entire string of wall breakers, so this will be tough for us though, because if he plays it well and he tornadoes in our queen, it'll be hard for us to get damage. Or sorry, it'll be hard for us to defend because we don't have a building. If we keep the pressure up, though, I think we'll be okay. He probably does have a lightning, though, so we need to be mindful of that. Okay. But Evo Mega Knight is so good against the... Evo Mega Knight is so good against the Electro Giant. I'm going to go for High Queen, because like I said, I do think that he has lightning. Alright, let's do this. And, like, he can't lightning this. And if he does, it's an overcommitment. So really good High Queen. Evo Mega Knight is, like, so good against tanks, man. It's actually disgusting. Like I said, oh, Queen ability, go, 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 go. Nice. Queen ability gonna get so much value. We're gonna continue to apply pressure. Dude, this deck is so free sometimes, dude. I feel like it's so underrated. I mean, I get there's someone in the top 5, but you can see, man, people just don't know how to defend it. So I feel bad for Sable, but it is what it is. We'll catch you in the next match. Alright, last match of the video. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I know it's not my normal setup. I know it's a little different. And so if you're here, if you've made it to this point in the video, you're probably here for me because you enjoy the content. So that means so much to me. And I feel like I always express that in my videos, but I just wanted to extra express it. You might be going up against Logbait for the 5th time in today's video. So sit back and enjoy if you're a Logbait hater. But nah, it looks like it's going to be Hog most likely. Oh, I kind of want to prediction arrows. Yeah, this will be a tougher matchup, I think. He's probably going to go in with the Hog here. Yeah, okay. We have to drop our whole elixir bar here. Only because I really wanted to get King Tower activated. It's not the worst thing in the world for us, though. Okay. I don't know if I agree with those goblins, but I'm not him. Yeah, this might be awkward for him to defend, right? Yeah, let's do this. See, now I'm like, what does he play here? Right? Yeah, oh, that queen locks on. That's going to be a crap ton of damage. So, really good pressure, really good recognition of the situation that he was in as well. I need to be careful, though, with a Hog here because of my dagger. My dagger situation is not great. Okay, I wanted to wait to make sure he didn't pop the ability before I played this bandit. I still think that was a good play by him, yeah. I would have popped the ability there as well. So, a little bit of back and forth, but he should have to spend on this. He might go defensive Hog Rider. He goes for the goblins. Let's pop this Mega Knight down here. I like this because it kind of, if he goes in for a Hog, I don't care. For the most part, I can go for like a last second Prince. And it's opposite the lane where he has most of his damage. So I was okay in that situation, kind of accepting some damages. Let's go for pre-arrows on something. Maybe like, no, that's not what I was hoping for, TBH. But this is all DPS down, so it still kind of worked in our favor. My man has nothing. He used his Mighty Miner. How does he stop this? Firecracker, Goblins. His Tesla's out of cycle. His hand is like Firecracker, Big Spell, Hog, Goblins. So ain't nothing he was going to play was going to stop that. So pretty good stuff to us. I mean, this matchup is pretty much over, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just threw in the towel low-key. I think he might. What? Let's go, dude. I have not lost a game while we were recording, so really just goes to show how good this deck is if you play it right. Like, it's not that technical of a deck, medium in terms of the skill difficulty, so super satisfying to just grind out these wins, and you should give it a try. So I'm going to hold that W, and I'm going to catch y'all in the outro. And that is going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot and try it out for yourself, which if you saw in today's video, you definitely should, dude. This deck is crazy. I think my battle log is like, I didn't even lose when I was recording, which is pretty sweet. So give it a try. It's super strong. But at the very least, I just want to say thank you for watching so much. I appreciate you. And I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace out.